So you got to understand that when you're going into this business, if your thing is, how am I going to get the clients? You're already in the wrong mindset. Getting the clients is easy. Say it.
Getting the clients is easy.
Easy part. Easy part. That's about building a relationship. You're building a relationship with me. You're building a relationship with me. You're building a relationship with me. You've been had a relationship with me.
And I just want to say this.
Yeah.
And I hear what you're saying, building your clients easy. For maybe not your daughter, for everybody in this room, dating is very easy. It's so easy. It's like falling off a load. But if any of us can remember the first time we liked a little boy, a little girl, how difficult, how awkward we felt, how transitional it was to finally to be able to spend time with them, to call them, and be comfortable with them. It took forever, and that awkwardness didn't go away the first time, the second time. It may have been the third to the seventh time that awkwardness goes away. But I want you to understand that it's easy for me to tie my shoe. I had a 2-year-old who had a very difficult time tying his shoe. Once you've done it enough times, it becomes easy. So I think you've forgotten how difficult it is from our side.
I haven't forgotten at all. I haven't forgotten at all. As your coach, it is my job to shift your mentality. Because if you're already believing that it's hard, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yes, it's hard. Then I would be a suck-ass coach. Right? I didn't forget.
I don't mind you saying, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? The first time you take this shot in your arm, it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
I don't mind you saying that. I don't care if you say it's gonna be hard, but you gotta do it. But don't say it's easy, because it ain't.
But it is.
If you don't know how to do it.
But it is. But I'm teaching you how to do it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just say this as well. When you talk to candidates, it's very easy for you to talk about the business. It's no different with clients. Listen, understand, your clients are your candidates. You keep forgetting that. Who put them in those companies? Who recruited those hiring managers into those companies? Even CEOs are placed into companies. The president is recruited into this position. There's not one job on this planet that somebody hasn't recruited somebody in at some point. You look at clients as if they are there, and they are not. They are candidates. Some recruiter reached out to them and said, hey, do you want a new opportunity? Hey, would you be open to a new opportunity? They're no different. You're the only person. Your mindset is the only thing that's keeping you away from the success of sales and business development. So if you want to walk in fear, that's fine. Maybe you need to outsource. Just keeping it real. Because if you're serious about this business, and you're passionate about this business, and you're passionate about the solution that you provide, that shouldn't be hard to talk about. Hello. How hard is it to talk about your business? How hard is it to talk about the solution that you're providing for their company? Right? Because you're selling candidates on the idea. Why can't you sell the client? It's sales on both sides. And if you're really uncomfortable about sales and business development, again, there are so many different directions that you can go into that space. Right? You can do sales and business development from so many different directions. I tell people all the time, if you're not comfortable with picking up the phone, just pick up the phone and make your introduction, and then go to email. Invite them to a podcast or a blog. Invite them to be a guest on your you see what I'm saying? To be a guest speaker at an event that you're creating, whether it's online or offline. So it doesn't have to be that cold call. Go to networking meetings, because maybe when you're going to networking meetings, you feel a little more comfortable with interacting with someone. But understand, no matter which one of those that you do, you're still going to have to do the main thing, which is establish the relationship. And if you're walking into establishing a relationship with fear, then you're feeding it. You're loving your fear. You're in your fear. Oh, I love being afraid of business development versus loving being into the result that you want to see. So are you afraid, or are you interested in your business being successful? And which one are you loving? That's the big question. Which one are you loving? So I'm not saying that it's scary to meet a new guy or to meet a new guy. It's not scary to me. But you're coming into this business because you have a passion and because you're a people person. People do business with people they like. Pick up the phone and let them like you. Let them know who you are. Let them see who you are. Let them understand your true personality. Let them know that you're passionate about assisting them. Let them know that you know the majority of the staffing agencies out here don't care. They're just looking for the dollar, but you genuinely care about the well-being of the people that you're placing. You genuinely care about the well-being of the state that that company is in. You genuinely care about you understand? You have to let them know. People don't do business. What did Simon Sinek say? We talked about this yesterday. Let me pull my quote out. I just got fired up because I don't entertain fear. You can't move forward if you're entertaining fear. I don't entertain fear. I got fired up for real. I really did. Because you can't start a business and be afraid. That's an oxymoron. Starting a business is about the risk that you take. It's about being a risk taker. If you're not a risk taker, don't start a business. If you're afraid, don't start a business. Do you know how many things are going to happen in your career as an entrepreneur? Do you know how many horrible things are going to take place? Does that mean you go away? Does that mean that you run because you're afraid? Fear keeps you backwards. It keeps you moving backwards. It keeps you stagnant. It doesn't help you move forward. So if fear is your ammo, you're in the wrong business. Simon Sinek says people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Why are you doing the business that you're doing? Why are you, when I talk to my staff entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs as a whole about their message, about their brand, about the content they're writing, and I say, when we start getting to the About Us page, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. What do you mean? Why are you starting this business? Why is this business important to you? I have everything that I want, but I'm missing my purpose. I know there's so much more that I can do. So I was inspired to step out of my comfort zone and to live in my purpose and start my very own staffing agency so that I can be valued to someone else, so that I can impact somebody else's life. Now, are you gonna buy from that guy, or are you gonna buy from the guy who says, hey, where's Susie Jane's staffing agency? We've been in business for 5 years, and boy, can we place your position. Who's gonna buy from? This world is so transactional. It's so about everything that it should not be about. But you have to be the change that we want to see. That's not bull. That's it. People buy from passionate people. They buy from people who have a purpose, who live in their purpose, and they understand their purpose. Because real entrepreneurs, the reason why they even started that business is because they have purpose. People connect with people they love, they like, that are like-minded. Even your executives, even your directors and your hiring managers, they got that title they worked for. They want to stay in that title. They want to live in that title. Most of them care about their staff. Most of them. Some don't. And believe you me, when you talk to them, you'll know who you want to work with and who you don't. So I say all of that to say, got off topic, kind of went on a tangent. But I say all of that to say, I don't forget that it's fearful in the beginning. Everything that you do that's of the unknown is scary in the beginning. Everything. You jump out of a plane, you pay your money, you put your little sack on, the guys that hugging, oh man. You gotta breathe it through. It's scary. It's scary. But that doesn't mean you don't go and do it. And then once you get in the air and you feel the exhilaration of the wind and your cheeks, it's like, man, why did I wait? Look what I was missing. That's what being an entrepreneur is about. So you cannot be scared. Sales and business development is easy. There is no fear. You don't marry your fear, you divorce your fear. You don't love your fear, kick it out. And I'm afraid of something, that means I gotta do it. Period. I don't care what it is. And I'm afraid of something, I'm afraid of snakes. And one was in the back of my house. And my daughter comes upstairs and she says, Mom, can I tell you something? I said, I want you to freak out. And I was like, what is it? What is it? What is it? I'm already freaking out, marrying my fear. Just calm down. But I heard some noise in the back. And it's a snake back there. Oh, I'm freaking out. So then I go, let me go see it. She's like, no, you're scared. And I'm in my fear. You're right, I'm scared. I gotta see it though, I gotta see it. She asked me, why do you wanna see it if you're afraid? Because in my mind, if I'm fearful, I've got to face that fear. So I go to the door, and the glass door is like right here, and I'm looking. Oh my God, I see it right there. Oh my God, okay, let me call somebody. We gotta get it killed. We gotta get it going out. And I call and I talk, it's gonna be $575 to come out and catch the snake.
I know myself.
And I'm thinking, $575, so what are you gonna do with the snake? Well, we're gonna catch it and kill it. So we're gonna kill the snake, so I'm gonna kill it. I said, okay, I'm gonna call you back. So I hang up and I look at Lyric and I said, well, I don't want the guy to die, you know what I'm saying? That's not my goal. But I don't want him in the back of my yard either. I don't want to go out there either. Just like maybe he'll just go away. So we go, we look, we open the door, and we just kind of, she says, oh Mom, you're so afraid of snakes. And I'm talking afraid, like pee on myself kind of afraid, right? She said, why don't you do something? She said, you're into your history. Why don't you go back in history and find out what the true meaning of a snake is? So I said, okay, that's a great idea. Child of a mind of a child. So I go online and I find out that the snake means new birth, new mindset, not just physical birth, but being in a new set of thoughts, right? It's fresh. So then I really didn't want to kill a snake because at that time I was coming into a new mindset. Just broke up with my guy, man, or whatever you want to call him. Just broke up with my BFF, feeling good, walking down the street. So I was in a different type of feeling. So then I started to think, well, maybe the snake isn't here to murder me and living in my fear, but maybe the snake is here to remind me that I'm going in the right direction. So I let the snake stay. And I didn't go out the back door for 6 months. No, for real. She's laughing, but I didn't. It took me a long time to go out there, but I let him have his space and I thanked him. And I had my space and I was thankful. And the snake is gone. Okay? So you gotta understand that everything is about facing the fear that you have. You guys are here today, and not even because you have a fear, but you're here today because you're looking to embark on a new journey. And a part of that new journey, you're going to do things that are fearful. You're gonna do things that you've already decided in your mind is scary. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be super scary. But you also have to decide what's more important to me. Is it being afraid or is it succeeding? What's more important? Is it my fear or is it the progression of my life? Is it leaving a legacy for my children? Is it having millions of dollars in the bank? It's all up to you. But if you live and love in that fear, you'll stay where you are. This business will be up. You'll get the legalization going. You'll have your ATS. You'll pay them bills every month. You'll talk to hundreds of candidates and you'll say, this business isn't working. Why? Because you're living in fear. I see it every day. There are many staffingpreneurs that have paid for my services and their business is still not off the ground because they still allow fear to infect them. And I say it's an infection because fear is a low vibration. I'm just telling you, sales and business development, people live in fear around that. And it is easy. It is about talking. It's about business development, building relationships. Okay, so now I'm going off on my tangent, okay? Because I feel like y'all needed to hear that. Because a lot of times we get caught up in that. He just came out and said it. Whether he wants to say that he was afraid or not, that's basically what he said. But he's also feeding his fear on a consistent basis and it's keeping him from progressing in his business. You've got to decide what you want to love on, where you want to be, or what you're afraid of. I choose to love on where I want to be, regardless of how scary it is. Okay?